Hello everyone, and welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to cover how to add an emergency cooling fan to your incubator. This feature is designed for situations where the incubator temperature rises above the desired limit. When that happens, the emergency fan automatically turns on to remove the hot air from inside the incubator and quickly bring the temperature back down. Previously, I recommended using a 5-volt 4-channel relay module, which is perfectly suitable for this project. However, if you're only planning to add an emergency cooling fan, you could also use a single-channel 5-volt relay module. That said, my personal recommendation is to purchase an 8-channel 5-volt relay module instead. Why? Because the price difference is very small. For just a little extra money, you'll have several spare relays available. If one relay ever fails, you won't need to replace the entire relay board. Simply move the wiring to one of the unused relay channels, update the Arduino connection, and you're back in business. Having those extra relay channels can save you a lot of time in the future. Now, who actually needs an emergency cooling fan? If your incubator uses light bulbs as the heat source, you probably won't need one.
Light bulbs cool down almost immediately after they're switched off, so they usually don't cause a significant temperature overshoot. However, if you're using electric heaters or heating elements, an emergency cooling fan is highly recommended. Unlike light bulbs, heaters retain heat even after the power is turned off. They continue releasing stored heat for a short time, causing the incubator temperature to keep rising. For example, if your target temperature is 37.7 degrees Celsius, the residual heat from the heater could push the temperature close to 40 degrees Celsius before it starts cooling down. That's exactly when the emergency cooling fan becomes useful. Now let's move on to the Arduino programming. The first step is to configure digital pin 13 as an output. Inside the setup function, simply declare pin mode 13 output. Next, we'll add the control logic. This code is very similar to the temperature control code we've already written. To keep everything organized, I simply copied the existing temperature control section and modified it for the emergency fan. Here's the basic idea. If the measured temperature becomes 0.2 degrees Celsius higher than the target temperature, turn the emergency fan on.
Otherwise, keep it off. For example, if your target temperature is 37.7 degrees Celsius, the fan should turn on when the temperature reaches 37.9 degrees Celsius. In code, the logic looks like this. If temperature greater than set temperature plus 0.2, digital write 13 low. Else, digital write 13 high. That's all you need. Save the sketch, upload it to the Arduino, and the software side is complete. Now let's connect the relay. As I explained in previous lessons, I assign the relay channels like this. Relay 1, main heater. Relay 2, emergency heater, if used. Relay 3, humidity control. Relay 4, egg turning motor. Relay 5, emergency cooling fan. The Arduino digital pin 13 connects to relay channel 5. The relay module wiring remains exactly the same as before. The relay board's VCC connects to the external 5-volt power supply. The GND connects to the power supply ground. As I mentioned in previous lessons, keep the control circuit completely isolated from the high-voltage power circuit. This improves both safety and reliability. Now let's connect the fan. The incoming AC power line connects directly to the relay's common, COM terminal. The normally open terminal, NO, connects to the emergency cooling fan. When the relay is activated, it closes the circuit and supplies power to the fan.
As soon as the temperature exceeds the programmed threshold, the fan starts automatically. Once the temperature falls below that threshold, the relay switches off and the fan stops. For example, if your incubator is set to 38.0 degrees Celsius, the emergency fan will activate when the temperature reaches approximately 38.2 degrees Celsius. When the temperature drops back below that point, the fan turns off automatically. Finally, I'd like to repeat one recommendation. If possible, choose an 8-channel relay module instead of a smaller one. The extra relay channels act as built-in backups. If one relay ever fails, simply move the signal wire to another unused relay channel to another one. For example, if relay 5 stops working, move the Arduino signal wire from relay 5 to relay 6, and your emergency fan will work again without replacing the relay board.
It's a simple solution that can save you both time and money in the future. That completes the emergency cooling fan installation. I hope you found this lesson useful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.